everything BennBlazin touches, watch it, and then watch it again, and then watch it again.
Moms was in the penitentiary while I was in elementary. My pops never sent for me, inside it was killing me, cause he ain't never did for me.
I'm on time today. I'm on time. Never that until I start going bald, probably now. But I'm just gonna get lined up, and you know, I trust Nakia. I always be like, oh, just make me look presentable, I guess. You know, when I was younger, you know, like I would grow my hair out, and then eventually, like my grandma or my great grandma would like make me cut it. And that would be like the worst days of my life. Like I would come here with like such a long face. So, like I've been getting my hair cut by Nakia since I was probably like 4, probably earlier than that. But my earliest memories is like 4. And before she was at this shop, she was somewhere else. I'm too young to remember. What was you at, Nakia?
I was on Western in 87.
Western in 87. And I remember when she, it's crazy, I was young enough to remember when she moved here though. Because it was empty, you know? And I've been getting my hair cut. Really, like I won't let nobody else cut my hair. Like the most I've done is like let my uncles like line me up. And then as I got older, I still realizing they was fucking me up. You know, no disrespect to any of my uncles, they was doing what they could do. Yeah, I cut my hair because I started like this new project. You know, I created like this social exercise, and I was painting my face, and I had a mascot, and I was just looking like for an image that wasn't like, I guess, threatening and intimidating. Sometimes like, you know, when you got your hair long and you black, you know, it just come with certain responses, you know. When I was younger, we used to drive on Crenshaw and everybody used to sell Jordans and like sell Laker t-shirts. And I don't know, it was like everybody used to enterprise. So, you know, I don't really see that no more on Crenshaw, you know. So that's probably the most memorable thing. It was, I mean, I got a lot of memories in here, of course, but I think just this, my favorite part was seeing all the people outside sell things. And, you know, niggas used to be in bow ties and shit, and you know, be out there on their grind. So like I said, I don't really see that no more when I drive on Crenshaw. And then, you know, they got like the murals on the wall up the street. That's always something that always stood out to me. And then now that I'm older, I realize like, you know, Nakia is the first, you know, independent business owner like I ever met. You know, I was young, I didn't understand the concept. So I think I get a lot of my entrepreneurial spirit, you know, from here too. You know, and also now that I think about it too, you know, she the first black woman I know that was a business owner when I was a kid. So, and then seeing my uncle on his own business, it just gave me a lot more confidence to do it. My personal goal is to release the book January 1st. You know, my book is titled To Me From Me. It's short for To Milan From Milan. I'm writing this book for myself, so in 10 years, if I'm alive, I can look back and tell myself, all right, you did what you said you was gonna do. So I'm really just writing notes to myself, and if you read the book or listen to the audio book or watch the visual book, maybe you'll internalize some of these notes and maybe you'll apply them to your life. Yeah, To Me From Me, the goal is to put it out January 1st. I was working my dream job, and you know, the CEO, he had 3 French bulldogs and a Labrador. And there'd be some times, man, where I had to get my Farnsworth Bentley on. I had to walk all 4 of these dogs in the rain. And there'll be times where I just be walking them. I'd be having the most fun I had. Like, I had to do everything for this job. I had to drive, I had to do security, I had to walk their dogs, I had to move them in their house. Like, this job was crazy, bro. It wasn't a job, it was a lifestyle. So when I would walk their dogs, that was like my only downtime. And I was like, man, you know what? I'm gonna get a new dog after this. And then, you know, my girl, you know, my best friend too, like, you know, she was going through, you know, breast cancer at the time, and you know, she made it through chemotherapy and all that you know, that stuff that can bring you down, and it was time to, you know, have surgery. So they brought in a therapy dog for her, you know, and they get the, you know, the dog comes in and comforts you for a little bit. So when she went through that, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna get a dog for that purpose. I'm gonna get therapy dogs, you know, to bring comfort, you know, not only to my girl, but, you know, to my girl because what she went through, but also, you know, for the world. And the goal is to eventually, like, take the dogs to hospitals and different places to comfort children and elderly people, you know, even young people that's going through terminally ill diseases. So I chose Great Danes because, you know, they're very loving. And it's also my girl's dream dog. So, for the record, I wanted a giant schnauzer. My final thoughts about this experience, everything was cool. I highly recommend y'all check out BennBlazinCreations. Thanks for coming to visit me at one of my favorite places. It's one of my places of peace, the N Spot. Y'all need a haircut, call before y'all come in because she don't do walk-ins. You know, it's appointment only, I believe, for the kid. I mean, you could walk in, you might get your hair cut, you never know. Don't let me deter no business. You know, but shout out to the N Spot.
Yeah, Mom was in the penitentiary while I was in elementary. My pops never sent for me inside, it was killing me.